of the National Assembly because the Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly, Honorable Sidin Chai, has highlighted the plight of members of the Defense and Security Services, which he says needs to be looked into thoroughly. He revealed that while the prisoner escorts are without allowances for their work, his colleagues at the National Assembly are getting fast salaries and allowances. He made these comments as NAMS debated in the 2023 draft budget on Thursday. Our Mafuji Sise tells us more of that in this report.
The Gambia military, police and fire service are all under one mandate of providing security for the citizenry, including the head of state and his immediate family. In an ideal situation, these men and women should have been enjoying certain special privileges that would be envied by their colleagues in other parts of the world. But instead, they find themselves in a situation where they are often lacking in basic such as communication equipment, proper transportation, and uniforms. They are often seen on highways begging for lift to reach their various destinations. They are given meager salaries and very low or no allowances at all for their services to the nation. Sirinjai is the Deputy Speaker, but also doubles as the Chairman of the Defense and Security Committee. He is advocating for a better defense and security services where all requisite equipment are provided.
The Gambia Prison Service, their allowances, you have prison officers in Janjambure who will travel with inmates to Mansakonko or Basse, spend 2 nights, 3 nights. As a minister, as a member of the National Assembly, before I travel, I am paid. And if I'm not paid my allowance, I won't travel. I will not leave. We want to allow these young prison officers with minimal resources, salaries. They go there, you don't give them accommodation, and you don't pay them allowance. When they return, their claim are sent to Banjul and to the Minister of Finance. For 6 months, 8 months, they don't get it. That's a joke. We are joking. We are joking. We are joking. That is very sad. These are the things that we need to look at. On fire rescue service, everybody wants to, we don't know whether it's my house tomorrow that will be involved in fire or yours. Gambia Fire and Rescue Service, go and visit. I want to be members of Serekunda, go and visit their station in Serekunda. Go to their headquarters, or go to Brikama. The whole of the region, the officer in charge, he doesn't have even a chair and a desk to sit down. The entire Carnifing region, they don't have furniture. And all of us, from June to September or October, it's a river in Serekunda. We see every day. We have been, can we for one think about how could we mitigate that? You cannot tell me you cannot allocate 5 million or 6 million to reclaim that, and then concretely give them befitting and give them furniture. They have communication. They don't have even one. Everything is zero. You look at the budget of Gambia Prison, Fire and Rescue Service. It's got and pays every day, and to them we think it's so important. The chief fire officer, who is head of unit, he goes to work with a pickup, scrap pickup. We are not serious.
Records have shown that the Gambia Fire and Rescue Service and Prison Service both lack basic working materials and their living conditions are appalling. He stressed that the Gambia needs to spend money on defense and security if it wants to be taken seriously, and express need for a perimeter fence between the Gambia and the neighboring Senegal. The Honorable Almami Jiba, member for Fonyi Councillor, asks how Gambians can be adequately protected if those tasked with the responsibility are not provided with the requisite equipment. He urged the relevant ministries to look critically into the matter of security.
If it is not a liberal percentage, but at least a better percentage in terms of security, you will be very sorry. From the belt of the combos here, Banjul and down to the Fonyis, no police station have a befitting vehicle for them to do their operations. Take it from the Nyomis down to the Farafenyas. It's the same problem. You move from the Somas down to the Basset. These are problems that we are facing. We are now saying
the men and women in uniform, let them stand firm to defend this country. How can you defend a country when you are armless? How can you defend a country? Even clothes, uniform that you wear is a problem. How can you defend your country? Even mobility, for you to do your key function is a problem. So it's not going to be easy. So I believe it is high time we look at vividly. We can do priority budgeting, where institutions that need most. I don't say there are others that don't need, but there are sectors that we think we will be able to change the narrative now, and we think it's better for us to engage. Look at the police. You go to the provincial Gambia. Sometimes they will say that we think we are here under punishment. Because one, the materials are not there. Two, the uniform issues, logistics. So these are needs. These are essential needs for that particular force. And in the interior budget, in food and food services, I know we are all honorable members here. If today we are not paid to earn our living, better side in terms of food, I don't think we'll be here in this assembly. And I know the like of my fuller men are looking as if because of food. So we believe that food and food service is essential to both the interior policing and also the military. If those services are not in line, our men and women in uniform, they will not perform up to expectation. And this is one key area. That soldier, that police officer, that immigration serviceman, that fire and rescue service, that paramilitary stands firm to defend PIU. Recruitment is in process. But you realize the last visit we visited, about 800 and something recruits, 400 and something buy their own uniform. Sorry, they buy their own suits, they buy their own, belts. A lot of issues that are lacking. So they need a budget line. They need to make sure they improve the status of those happiness. Arm and ammunition, I may not go into details, but it's needed.
While calling for the digitalization of tax and revenue, the Honorable Almami Jiba also spoke on the border lines between the Gambia and Senegal, which he said is of concern, recently given the number of shooting of Gambians by members of the Senegalese security forces. Mafuji Sise, Eyeafrica News.